also get an enterprise version. So any of you, all of you who have the UTG1 is an enterprise version, but it's a Gmail. Okay, it's still a Gmail. Okay, so right. In order to go to our spreadsheet, to our Google spreadsheet, we first go to our email. I'm going to show you that in a minute. I'm going to show you that in a minute. Okay, so we have a few slides. I'm going to put this in. So I'll stop that. Then I will go open. Right. 1 second. I'm going to connect it. Right. And call me. Okay. Can you see my Gmail? Actually, this is the account I have UTG. This is my UTG account. But look at it. It's what? Is it on a Gmail? Look at it. It's a Gmail. Can you see it?
Yes, it is.
It is a Gmail. Okay. So this is a commercial version of Gmail. It's just very similar to the free Gmail, you know, the free one we have. But then the difference is this one is a lot more powerful. It has got more applications. And of course, if you need to use the cloud storage, you know, cloud storage, this is the storage that is available to you anywhere you go, so long as you log onto internet. Okay. You know, most people have problems with missing their files. Okay, they will say, oh my God, my report is gone because my computer had a problem. Okay, my computer was attacked by viruses or my computer was stolen. Okay, if you use cloud storage, they can steal all your computers, but then they cannot steal your file. Your files will be on the cloud. Anytime you log onto your Gmail, you'll find your files. So it's really, really important to take note of this. Okay. Okay. So now, in order for us to go to, for those of you that were not here last class, please pay attention to this. So in order to access your Google spreadsheet, you must first go to your Gmail account. Okay. It doesn't have to be, okay. There are other options. There are two other options that you can do. If you have a laptop, you could download your Google Drive. Okay, you could access it from your Google Drive directly, or you could download an app for your Google Sheet. Okay, so you could download Google Sheet app, which you can go, which you can access easily. The Google Drive and the Google Sheet apps that I'm talking about, they will always be connected to your Gmail. You cannot have them when you don't have a Gmail account. Please take note of this. Okay. So now we are in our Gmail. So what we do is we go to the top right corner where we have 9 dots. If you hover your mouse over it, it will say Google Apps. Okay, Google Apps. So click on it. If you click on it, these are the various apps that you will see. Okay, so you can see this is my picture and it says account. That means this is my account. This is where my Gmail is. This is the drive. So I was talking to you about the cloud storage. This is where the cloud storage is. This is where we're going to come. You have Google Docs. This is an equivalent of Microsoft Word. You have Google Sheet. This is an equivalent of Microsoft Excel. Equivalent meaning they can do the same. But then there are a lot of features that Google has which Microsoft doesn't have. And of course, there are some features Microsoft has which Google doesn't have. Okay? But the advantage with this is they are free if you have, how to call it, if you have a Gmail account. Okay? And for you, for those of you who already have your UTG account, it's free, but then with more capacity. Your drive should have more capacity. I don't know, but for us, it's limitless. I don't know about students. Maybe someone can tell me that if we go there. So this is the docs, Microsoft Word, similar to Microsoft Word, Sheets, similar to Microsoft Excel, Slides, similar to Microsoft PowerPoint, PPT. Then you have your Google Calendar, which is very useful. You could use it to organize meetings so that reminders can be sent to various members like that. Okay, reminders can be sent. You have the chat, the Google Meet. This is the app we are using to do these video lectures. Okay, and so on. So there are so many of them. Okay, just to last time we went last class we looked at this in a bit more detail. Okay, so please refer to my video of our last class if you want to get more details. Okay, for now we don't want to waste much time because we have about 30 minutes. Do we have people here who have class from 5 o'clock onwards?
Yes, Mr. Fofana.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Okay.
Mr. Fofana.
Yes.
Okay. So to do justice to them, we want to stop by 5 o'clock so that we don't go into their time, right? Okay. So we're going to proceed. Where are we? Okay. So now, we're going to click this open and then we click on Drive. So please follow me. Please follow me. Okay. Try to follow me so that you can stick, especially for those with laptops. Okay. For those with mobiles also, you can do it, but it's a different way of doing it. Okay. So you click your drive. Once you click your drive, the drive will open. Okay. The drive will open. So I'm going to connect your drive now. Okay, so this is the way the drive looks like. Okay, if you look at the drive, just like I said last time, all the sides here on the right contains our material. Look at it. These are the videos that we've generated, that we've created in this class. So they'll come here. So they are kept in my storage here. So look at it. They are here. So these are the ones. So these are the ones that I'm going to upload to YouTube. Okay, so once I stop recording, they will automatically save here. So you have other files here that you can keep. This is very, very important. Please take note of it. If you have materials that are very, 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 very important, you don't want to lose them, put them in your drive. Okay, put them in your drive. If you are a basic user, that's a basic Gmail user, you're entitled to 15 gigabytes. 15 gigabytes is a lot. Is a lot. Okay. So this is where your storage are. As you can see, these are the registers, that I was making. Look at it. This is an Excel file. Okay. This is a PDF file. Okay. This is a slide file and so on. So you can put anything here, pictures, videos, whatever you want that computer accepts can be uploaded to your YouTube, to your drive. So this side here has got the various options. So what we want to do is we want to create a new spreadsheet. Okay. So we click here, new. So like I said last time, if you click on new, there are various options that you can get. You can upload file here. If you say new file uploader, so if you click on file upload, you can upload folders. If you click on folder upload, folder, we all know what folders are, collection of files. If you want to create Google Docs, Google Sheets, and Google Slides, Google Forms, and so on and so on. It's endless. Okay, so what we want to create now is our Google Spreadsheet. So I just click on Google Spreadsheet. Okay, so I'm going to connect that. Are we following class? So we have an untitled. Okay, so once I click Google Sheet, this is what I should get. Are we all seeing this new sheet?
Yes.
Good. Okay. So if you open it, it's automatically saved for you. So when you are doing Google Sheet, please take note, no saving. Even if you are offline, there is no saving. Okay? It will save somewhere on the machine. Once it gets internet, it will just connect. Okay? It will get connected. Okay, so we're going to give a title to this spreadsheet. Follow me, please. I'm going to call it MA3 Lecture. CPU. I'll call it MA3 Lecture 2, second lecture. And it's on absorption costing, isn't it? ABSORBTIONCOSTING. Absorption costing, and I'm going to give it a date, 23rd October 2020. So this is the file. Look at, if you look at here, it will tell you saving, and it says now, it says what? Save to drive. Okay, are you following me? Do I have people who are doing it as I do it along? Do we have people doing it?
Yeah, we are.
I have some people who are doing it with me, along with me, yeah?
Yes.
But
Yes.
some of us, internet is very slow.
Please, if you have access to a computer, a laptop, please do it along with me. Very, very important. For those of you who don't have, you don't have to worry about anything. This file will be available. You know, I will download it to its Excel form so that if you don't have internet, you can still be able to access it on Excel. And then I will send it as a Google Sheet as it is here. You can, you know, be able to do anything with it. Okay, please. So you don't have to worry if you don't have. But if you have laptop or maybe a good tablet that you can follow me, you can do it as I go along. That will be the best, so that you can have hands-on practice as we go along. Okay. So please refer to your question. I cannot project two screens at the same time, so I have questions before me. I'm going to read it from there. So when you have your question, which is example 1, 2P2D limited. Okay, so we're going to go and read it. 2P2D limited produces two products in two departments. Relevant production information is product A, product B, direct material cost, direct labor cost in department X, 20, 30, time per unit in department X, 4 and 6, direct labor cost in department Y, 25 and 35, time per unit in department Y, 5 and 7, budgeted number of units, 2,000, 1,000. The labor rate is £5 per hour in each department. The budgeted departmental overheads are department X, 18,000, department Y, 6,500. Required, calculate the cost per unit using separate OARs. OARs is overhead absorption rate, using separate overhead absorption rate for each department based on labor hours. Okay, the activity level we consider is what? Labor hours. And 2, an overall OAR, overhead, an overall absorption, overall overhead absorption rate based on labor hours. And then you discuss the difference. So this is what we're coming to do. So this is a typical absorption costing question. Okay, we are given two products, product A and product B. We've seen the direct materials per unit for each of them. And we've seen that the direct labor is in two departments. That is maybe the production department and then the finishing department. Okay, so in order for each product to be produced, it has to pass through two departments. So that's department X, department Y. So each of those departments, there is a labor cost. Okay, so it's given us. Now we are required to calculate how to call it a unit cost of the product using 1, separate overhead absorption rates for department X and department Y, and then 2, we combine the two. Okay, so this is what we have in hand. Okay, is the question clear, everybody? Is the question clear?
Mr. Fofana,
No, Mr. Fofana, can you please go back to the questions one more time because the connection was just not so good at my end.
Okay. I thought I shared the notes with you, didn't I?
Yeah, you did.
Yes, it's on that note. So just read it from there and then follow along. It's the same question. That's the first question on this one. So it's the same. As I go along, I'll be reading some parts of the question. So it's the same. I mean, all of you should have that because I've shared that with you. Okay, either the hard copy or the soft copy. Is that clear, everybody?
Yeah, it's clear.
Okay, excellent. Good. So in order for you to see properly, I'm going to zoom my screen. I'm going to increase it so that you can see it clearly. I'm going to zoom it by 150%. Okay, so that you can see it clearly.
I'm just seeing the green color.
Sorry?
I said at my end, I can see your screen. I just see the green color at my end here.
We cannot see the screen.
No, it's only green color that I'm seeing from your screen.
Okay. Are you using a mobile? Are you using a mobile? If you are using a mobile, you will see two Lamin Fofanas. If you are on the first one, go to the second one. It should be the second one, isn't it? For those that are using mobile, please explain it to him.
Yes, I'm seeing you and also I'm seeing your screen, but the screen is not visible to me. I see only green color.
Is that what is happening in the rest of you? Are you seeing my screen?
Yes, Mr. Fofana.
Yes, we are seeing.
Yes.
Yeah,
I'm seeing your screen.
I'm facing the same problem.
Maybe it's a problem with your phone.
No, I'm facing the same problem too. Fadera.
You are facing the same problem.
Same problem, yes.
Okay, can you click on the other Lamin Fofana?
Okay, let me check.
Yes, I click on the other line for now, and I can see you.
You can see me.
Yes.
Can you see the screen now?
No, the other one I can see.
Can you see the spreadsheet screen now? Nothing is on it. Can you see it?
Yes, there's nothing on the spreadsheet. Yes, I can see the other screen.
You can see it now. Hello?
Yes, I can see the other screen.
Dumbuya, I hope you are not from Nyomi, huh?
No.
Okay, don't be a Nyominka, huh? Okay, so let's look at the question. The question is asking us for a unit cost statement, okay? So let's do a unit cost statement. So always we start with the heading, and the heading will be the name of the company. The name of the company is called what? 2P?
2D Limited.
2D. Okay, 2P 2D Company Limited. That's the name of the company. And what is the name of the statement that we are preparing? As accountants, we are highly organized, so we should make sure everything that we do is clearly done. So what will be the name of the statement? What will be the name of the statement? They've asked us to calculate the unit cost using separate OARs for department. So what is the name of the statement? It's unit cost statement, isn't it? Unit cost statement, and I'll say using separate departmental OARs. Okay? Departmental OARs. Is that clear, everybody? Okay? So now let's do our formatting. Okay, we know the first column will be our details column. Okay. The second column we know will be for our product. Okay, that will be product A, then product B. If we want, we can type details, doesn't matter. If we want, we can leave it out. Okay. And then we need to expand the details column. How do we expand, please? How do we expand? We click, we just move our cursor up to between B and C, click, and then we move. Okay. We can move. Yeah, and then let's assume that it's going to stop here. Then we stop here. Okay, and what is next? We need to put the signs here. So these are pound sterling. Okay, I don't have the pound sign here, so I'm just going to say pounds. Yeah, I have a dollar bias computer, so you either use the how to call it the symbol, or you can type it. It doesn't matter. Okay, so I have it in pounds and pounds.
Sorry, Mr.
Okay.
Fofan.
Yes.
This unit cost statement does not relate to either marginal costing or absorption costing.
It's an absorption costing statement, of course. So that's why the question is asking how to call it. Calculate the cost per unit. Okay, but this cost per unit, if you talk about OARs, whether the examiner tells you or not, you should know that it's absorption costing. When you talk about marginal costing, there's nothing like overhead absorption rates. You don't use overhead absorption rates in marginal costing. So naturally, it's an absorption costing statement. So if you want to qualify it, you can say absorption costing absorption method unit cost statement, but there's no need for it. If you do that, you're just wasting your time. Okay, but definitely it is an absorption costing statement. Is that clear?
Yes. It means that anytime they ask you to calculate the OAR, it must relate to absorption costing.
Period. That's it. It can never be marginal costing. When you talk about OARs, it's synonymous to absorption costing. Okay. Okay, so we're going to do our unit cost statement. So from the question, where are we going to start? The unit cost the unit costs have been given to us. There are some that are given to us on the plate, isn't it? So what's the first one? Direct material, isn't it?
Direct material.
Yes, direct materials. Okay. So what's the direct materials for A? We need to be fast because time is not on our side. What's the direct material for A, please? 20. The direct material for B is what?
35.
35. Then next, what's the next one? Direct labor cost. Okay. Direct labor cost. Direct labor cost. Okay. But direct labor cost, mind you, should be 2 because there are 2 labor departments. Okay, it might be production department and finishing department, department X and department Y. Okay, so we have direct costs. We just do this, and then we say DEPT department X, and then we can copy this and we say department Y. Okay, so direct labor cost is in 2 departments, department X and department Y. Can someone tell me what's the direct labor cost for department A for product A? For department X for product A? If you look at the question class, we have 2 departments, department X and department Y. So in these departments, we have workers who worked on the product directly. So that means we should treat them separately. Okay, so what's the labor cost for department X on the product A? Give me quickly.
Is it per unit or
Sorry?
per unit or in
Per
total?
unit, of course. We are doing a unit statement.
For department X is
For X is what?
20 and 30.
It's
20
20.
34 B
20 and 35.
and 34 B.
It's 20
Okay,
and 30 and X.
20 and 30. Excellent. Okay, good. What about for department X?
It's 25 and 35.
25
Department
and
Y, yeah.
35. Okay, 25 and 35. Now, do we have any other direct cost? Do we have any other?
No, that's all.
That's that. Okay. So how do we call the total of all this? It's called what?
Prime cost.
Prime cost. PRIMECOST. Okay. So we have to add all the direct costs to give us our prime cost. So how do we do this on Google Sheet? What formula do we put here?
The sum formula.
The sum formula. Excellent. The sum formula. Okay. So we're going to we will say functions land. We will say spreadsheet. Spreadsheet functions land. Okay. So we're going to learn the sum function. Okay. So one of them is a sum function. Okay. Please take note. So how do we do that for sum function, please? So like I said to you, I am trying to kill two birds with one stone. Okay, so please, if you bear with me, you will enjoy the class and then you'll benefit from it. Okay, so what formula do we put here?
Equals to sum.
Equals to sum. We type SUM. See, once you type SUM, look at it. If you type SUM, please don't memorize anything. If you type SUM, look at it. It gives you all the formulas that start with sum. Look at it. The first one, if I highlight on it, it will tell me sum of a series of numbers and our cells. You have another one called sum if, very powerful, sum Q, sum ifs, and so on and so forth. But what we want is a sum. So once you start typing, if you don't want to bother yourself much, if you see what you want, just double click on it. So once you double click on it, it's going to save your time and it's going to open the bracket for you. And then on top of that, there will be a question mark that will be shown. Look at this question mark. What's this question mark telling you? The question mark is saying, do you need any help? As to the way you want to do your sum function. So once you click on the question mark, look at it, it will tell you about the sum function and how you can construct it. Look at it. It has given you the sum, value 1, value 2, and so on. Okay? And it has given you an example. Can you see? And then you can read here. And in case you want to read more, you just click on learn more. See how powerful this kind of spreadsheet is? Okay? So please try and note these things, and then at your free time, try and learn more on this. Okay? So we say sum, I'm going to quit the question mark. Okay? So take me around. So after doing equal sum, bracket opens, what do we do?
You highlight from C2 to C13. C9 to C13 rather.
Okay? So you say we should highlight from
C9 to C12.
Okay, we highlight from C9 to C12. Okay, so that's here. C9 is this to C12. You can either highlight or you can type the cell reference. Like here, you can type C9 here. But if you highlight, it's faster. So if you want to highlight, you just click on this and then you drag. Then what else do you do?
You press enter.
No, you don't press enter. The formula is not finished.
Close the bracket.
Close the bracket and you enter.
You have to close the bracket.
Okay, close the bracket and you enter. So you see, once you click on it, the formula will appear on the formula bar. Okay, this is what you call the formula bar. This is where your formula will display. So in order to do the sum for product B, what do? We have to do the same thing, yeah?
Yes.
Ah, somebody said yes. What do we do? So we go back and say equal sum and da. Do we do that?
You can click the cell reference of A13. Then you drag.
Okay, so I click on C13, not A13, C13, and I drag.
Yes.
Okay, I'll drag here. I've dragged it.
No. The small. No. I made the small this thing.
You drag
Yeah, you have
right.
Formula you
Right.
enter.
You asked me to click on it and drag. I've dragged it. Look at it. Can you see? I've dragged it.
No, you drag it to the
Now
right.
you drag it to the
There you
right.
go. There you go. There you go. There you go. There you go. Don't talk. Don't say it out of context. Okay. So you click on it and you drag to the right because you want to get the total for column B. Okay. So once you drag to the right, it gives you the total for column B easily. Okay. So you see how easy this is. So this is the way we do sum function, and it's the same thing when you're using Excel spreadsheet. Right. So after the prime cost, what do? We go and do our production overheads. PRODUCTION, production. RHEABS, production overheads. Okay. So we don't have any issues with our prime costs, but we're going to have issues with our production overhead. Our production overheads, are they directly attributable to product A and product B? Can you trace them to product A and product B? Can you?
No.
No, you cannot trace them because they are general overheads. Okay? They belong to everybody. And like I said, what belongs to everybody belongs to nobody. Okay? So now, what do? We have to share them between product A and B. That's what we call apportionment. How do we share it? We've been given in the question how to share them. How should we share them, class?
Based on labor hour.
We share them based on an activity level, and the activity level here that they allowed us to do is labor hours. Okay, labor hours. So we do our working. So I'm going to come down a bit and do workings here. I'll start from not too far, from 20, from B20. So I'll just say workings. If you want, you can do it on a separate sheet. It doesn't matter. So we will do working 1, W1. Okay. So working 1 will be what? It will be, what do we first calculate? What do we want? We want to absorb overhead here. Okay. But before we absorb, we need two things. What are those two things?
The budgeted overhead and budgeted activity level.
There you go. We need the budgeted overhead and the budgeted activity level. And what is our activity level?
It's labor hours.
Labor hours. Okay. So now we already know our budgeted overhead for each of the departments is given to us, but we don't know our labor hours. So first, let's find our labor hours, and then we use our budgeted overheads and divide it by our total number of hours for each department, for each product, and then absorb it. Okay? So we're going to complete this part. Please bear with me. It's almost 5 o'clock, I know, but let's give me 5 minutes or so. We're going to finish this part, and then the part B, you'll have to do it yourself. Okay, you have to do part B yourself. And the way you are going to do it, you're going to create your own Google Sheet, and you will share with me here. I'll tell you before the class ends. So that will be your first assignment. Okay, good. So, right. We all agree we need to share our overheads. And in part A of the question, we have been told that we should use the departmental approach. Okay, Department X and Department Y. Okay, but we know already that we have our overheads for each of the departments. So what we need to calculate is our total number of hours, our activity level for each department. Okay, that's what we need to do. Okay, so working one will be what? Calculation of labor hours. So we say calculation of
It's 17 hours.
Labor hours. Please, those that are going to go to class, give me 5 minutes and then we are done before you go to your class, because don't miss this part, please. It's so important. Okay. So working one will be calculation of labor hours. We all agree? So the labor hours, how are we going to calculate it? We're going to calculate it by department. Okay, that's what we've been told in the question. So we're going to calculate it for department X and for department Y. Is that clear, everybody? Is that clear, everybody? Okay, please don't drop.
Yes.
Make sure you witness the end of this class, which will be in 5 minutes, inshallah. Okay, so right. So we know that we're going to find the labor hours for each of the product and for each department. So we have department X and department Y. So we're going to do our calculation for product A and we're going to do it for product B. Okay? So this is our layout. Now, if we want to calculate the labor hours for department X, what do? We need to find the total labor hours for product A in department X and product B in department X and add them together. Okay, so that's what we're going to do. So A, B, and then we have the total. Okay, is that clear? So let's go back to our question. Our question says the time per unit in department X in hours is 4. What does that mean? That means to produce each of product A, you need the product needs to pass through department X for 4 hours. So let me say this again. If you want to produce product A, each product will have to use 4 hours of department A's time. Okay? If you want to produce each product of product B, it has to use 6 hours of department X time. If you have to produce product A, it has to use 5 hours. Each unit will have to use 5 hours of department Y's time. If you need to produce product B, each unit will have to use 7 hours of department Y's time. Do you understand this? Okay? So this is the way it's interpreted. Right. So therefore, if we want to find the total hours for product A in department X, what do we do?
20 times 4.
What do we do?
We divide the number of units by the number of hours.
We divide. Do you agree? Divide?
No, you should multiply.
You should multiply. You should multiply. Look at it. Look at it. It says the time that is going to be spent in department X on each unit of product A is what? 4. So if you want to find the total hours, you multiply by the total number of units. You don't divide. Okay? So that will be 4 times 2,000. Okay? So we're going to learn multiplication also here. MUL N. Okay, so we're going to learn multiplication here as well. So how do we do the multiplication? Okay, we come here, we say equals. Can someone lead us quickly, please?
Equals to?
Equals?
Equals to sum?
No.
Sum. I'm saying
Hey,
multiplication is equal sum.
No, you equals to you open the bracket.
Equals?
You open the bracket.
Open the bracket. No, there's no need to open the bracket. Okay? If we open the bracket, is correct. What you are saying is correct, but it's waste of time. So we say equals to? Equals to?
2000.
2000
times 4.
2000 times 4. And what is times? You use the x. I think we use the x to times, yeah? To multiply.
The asterisk.
The asterisk.
The asterisk.
Asterisk. Okay, we use the asterisk, yeah? So that is the key on top of 8. So we use the asterisk. So we say multiply by 4, then we enter. Okay, so that will give us 8,000. So we do the same. We do the same for product B under department X. So what do we do? So that is 1,000 units, isn't it? 1,000
times 1,000
multiplied by 6. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, and then for Y, to produce 1 unit of product A, you need to, workers need to work for 5 hours in department Y to produce 1 unit of A. So 5 multiplied by 2,000 plus 7 multiplied by 1,000. Okay. So equals 2,000 multiplied by 5. And then we say equals 1,000 multiplied by 7, isn't it? Okay. Then now we can find our total for each department. What we need is the total hours for each department because we are using our departmental overheads. So to get the total hours for each of the department, what formula do we put on E22?
The sum formula.
The sum formula. Good. And the sum formula is equals that. Or the fast way is you put your cursor, look at this area. Look at this area. You have functions here that are the common functions that we use. Look at the sum here. So you can click on this sum and then select the first one, sum. It will open the bracket for you and close it. And now it's left to you to highlight. So if you highlight, in this way, you don't have to do any closing of the bracket. It's going to open the bracket for you and close it for you. You just need to highlight and enter. Can you see? Fast. And then you replicate here. Okay. So let's say we want this to have their 1,000 separators. Okay. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to learn how to format numbers. Please, you are getting something free that I usually charge lots of money for.
Sorry, Mr. Prophet.
Yes.
The sum sign that you have used.
Yes.
What did you first do? Do you first put the equal sign and later you click the sum sign?
No, I don't do any equal sign. I'll go back. Sorry, let me just do that again. Okay, I'll just delete it and do it again. Sorry. So pay attention. So what I did was I just highlighted where the sum needs to be. Okay. After highlighting, then I went here. Can you see this here? Then I just click on the sum. This summation has got lots of other functions there. So I just click the first one, which is the sum. I did not do any equals. Okay, because once you click this, it will put the equals there automatically for you. Look at it. It has put equals there for me, and it has put the sum. and it has opened the bracket, it has closed the bracket. And the cursor is waiting for me to highlight the area that I want to sum. Okay, so I want to sum from here to here, then I just enter. Can you see? Is it clear now?
Yes, sir.
Okay, then we just replicate. Yeah. So now let's say we want our 1000 separator, so we just highlight, and then we come to our this area, look at it, the number format. So we just come here and then choose the number formatting, but we don't need any decimal point there, so we could reduce the decimal points to 0 decimal place, as you can see. Okay, so this is the way to format. I'm going to do that again, please. Okay, so as you can see here, you won't easily know whether this is 8,000 or 800 or 80,000. You won't easily know whether this is 10,000 or 100,000 or 1 million. Easily, you won't know it. So the best way is to put your numbers in 1000 separator. So that's what I'm coming to show you. Just highlight the numbers that you want to put on 1000 separator, and then you can either come here to the format and you select number, you choose this one with 1000 separator and 2 decimal place, and then you reduce the decimal place. Okay, so you come here, but look at this, you can use this function to decrease the decimal place. Now at the moment it's in 2 decimal place. If I hit this once, it's going to take me to 1 dp. If I hit it again, it's going to take me to 0 dp. Okay, so that's it. So I like it this way. Okay, so you know how to do the formatting. Please, don't hesitate to go back to the video if you want to learn, because I'm going a bit fast because time is not on our side. Some people need to be on another class and they cannot afford to miss this as well. Okay, so this is working one. So we've calculated our total activity level for each of the departments. Our total activity level will be number of hours. So we have Department X, 14,000 hours. Department Y, 17,000 hours. So the next working we're going to do will be working 2. So I'll just say W2, which will be the calculation of our OAR. OAR. So we're going to calculate our OAR. So how do we calculate our OAR, everybody?
OAR is budgeted overhead or budget activity level.
Very good. Yeah. So we have our OAR, which is, I'll just type it here, budgeted, so budgeted what?
It's budgeted overhead.
Total budgeted overheads.
Yeah.
Total
budgeted overhead.
Overhead.
Divided by?
Overhead divided by total hours, total activity level, but in this case it's hours, isn't it?
Yeah.
Excellent. And we're going to do it separately for Department X, and for Department Y. Okay? So let's do it in the next column. For Department X, let's put there, just to make to be more professional, let's just have our total overheads here. Total overheads, let's just type them here. Okay, so what are our total overheads for Department X?
18,000.
18,000. For Department Y, 6,500. Okay, so we already have our total activity level, so there is no need to bring them here. So we just do a column and call it OAR. So now, if we want to do our calculation of OAR, can you take us through? How should we do it? Equals, we press equals. Quickly, please.
Equals to C27.
C27, excellent.
Divided by.
But I've not seen any divided by key on my laptop. What do I use?
I don't know.
Which slash? There are slash.
Some computer is in the O, is in the 0 number.
Which type of slash should I use?
Well, some computers you find it on
backslash.
The one where the question sign is.
Yeah, the front slash. Okay, so we use the front slash. So slash is always used for division. Okay, so we say divided by, which number do we use again?
E22.
E22. E22. Excellent, excellent. So we don't have to type it because it's already there. This is very good. Okay, this is what we should be doing. Okay, our Excel skills should always be next to none. Okay, it should always be super. Then we enter. So if we enter, then what do we do? Do we replicate?
Yes.
Okay, let's replicate.
No.
If we replicate, is it going to be correct?
No, I don't think so.
It's not going to be. Why? Why, Umar? You think so? Why is it not going to be correct? It is, of course.
Yes, it is correct. It is correct.
It is correct. Because the reason is if you replicate, you're going to move one step down, which is this, and then here you're also going to move one step down. So that's why when you click on this, you press F2, it's going to show you, look at it. It has taken this and that. Okay, so we replicate. But we want this thing to be in 2 decimal place, so we highlight, and then we go to our format, number, and we take number format. Okay, so now you see, look at it, we have 1.29 and 0.38. Can you see? So these are our OARs. Now we have to absorb them here quickly. So production overheads we have in department X and in department Y. How do we absorb? How do you absorb?
Well, you multiply the total hours by
you multiply the actual hours per unit by the OAR.
OAR, yeah.
The actual hours per unit multiplied by the OAR. Okay, so that's what you do too. So in order to do that, take us through. You say equals.
Yeah.
We have not got the 4 anywhere. Okay, our actual hours are what? They are here, they are given 4 and 6, and then 5 and 7. Okay, so when we're going to multiply for the first one, X, the OAR is what? 1.29, and then what the actual activity level? The actual activity level is 4, isn't it? So we say equals, okay? We go to D27, isn't it? We say multiplied by 4. 4 is not written anywhere, but we say multiplied by 4. Okay? Then we have our this. We're going to round it up. Don't worry. Okay? So let's be careful. Let us not be copying here, because sometimes if you copy, it might not give you the correct one. So for the second one, we say equals. Equals, we are still on department X, isn't it? So we use the same thing. Okay, multiplied by?
Yeah.
6.
We multiply by 6 because 6 is the actual activity level per unit for product B. Okay, so that gives you 7.74. Okay, so we go to department Y. Department Y, the OAR is what? 0.38. In department Y, we just say equals the OAR multiplied by what? What's the actual activity level?
5.
5. Excellent. And then in department, of course, department Y again for product B is the same, equals this multiplied by, what's the actual activity level?
7.
7. then we enter. Okay, so we can round these things up to say 1 dp. We can round them up to 1 dp. Okay, so we highlight them, we go to format, we take the number formatting, and then we can reduce it to 1 dp. So we have 5.1, 1.9, 7.7, 2.7. Okay, so these are the overheads. Now our total unit cost will be what? Total unit cost. Okay, our total unit cost will be here. So we take the sum. We take the sum of this plus the prime cost, isn't it? We enter. So we'll have 72.1 and then 110.4, okay, as our total unit cost. Is that clear, everybody? So this is where we're going to end. I think we have it into the time for the next class. So I think we can end here. Any questions, please, before we end? I'm available in case you want to stay to ask any questions. I'm available.
Mr. Fofana, like the question B. You know, question B, they ask you.
Yes, and that's your assignment. You remember I told you I'm going to give you assignment to do that? So your assignment will be, okay? Your assignment will be, so this is 2D example. Okay, so I'm going to create another worksheet here, and then I'll call it assignment. Okay, please take note of this. ENT. Good. So your assignment will be, okay, your assignment will be 1, okay, create a new worksheet on this file. Okay, create a new worksheet on this file. Okay, so you just come here and click. This is how you create a new worksheet on this file. Okay, so I'm going to delete that. So number two.
Mr. Fofana, can you repeat that, please? How to create a new worksheet on this file, please?
Okay, I'll repeat that. Don't worry. So what you do is, if you come down here, you see a plus sign. If you hover over it, it says what? Add sheet. So you just click on that, and a new worksheet will be open for you. As simple as that. Did you get it? So that's the way to create a new.
Yes, thank you.
Okay. So,
Mr. Fofana.
Yes.
Yes. How soon can we get this, recorded, session? Because some of us were distracted during the session. Because I'm just traveling at the moment. I'm about to reach my home.
Yes. If I go home, I will try to upload it to YouTube. Sometimes it takes time. It depends on the internet. So before end of tomorrow, you'll get it, inshallah.
Okay, no problem.
Okay. So so name the worksheet. Name the worksheet.
Yes, and can you share this worksheet, please?
I am going to do that. I'm going to share it on the WhatsApp. I'm definitely going to do that. So name the worksheet with your MAP number. with your MAT number. Okay? And color it green. Okay? So to name is very simple. Once you create one, look at it. After creating, you just double click on it and then you type your name on it. Okay, so that's the way to name. Okay, and then if you want to color it, after naming it, let's say we want to call this Lamin. Okay, after naming it, you just click on this and then you say change color. You can choose the green color, like I said. So that's the way to do your naming and coloring. Okay, so please do that. Then number 3 is type your name. Type your name and MAT number on cells cells B2 and B3 respectively. Okay. Cells, you write your name and your MAT number on cells B2 and B3 respectively. Okay, so number 4, answer part B, answer part B of example 1. Answer part B of example 1 from B5 onwards. Okay, from B5 onwards. Okay, so next 5, number 5, use formulas. Okay, number 6, protect your worksheet. Okay, because if you don't protect it, someone else will come and use your worksheet. Okay, someone else will come and use your worksheet. Okay, so how do you protect a worksheet? Very simple. I just come, so I'm going to protect my own. So this one, please take note. Okay, you can either do it from here. Look at it. You click here and you say protect sheet, and then it will give you this option. Okay, it will give you this option.
Mr. Foyer, can you repeat?
Or sheet, and you can say set permissions. Once you say set permissions, you say restrict who can edit this range. Then you come here and choose only you. Okay? In your own case, it will be only you and the spreadsheet owner, because I'm the owner of the spreadsheet. Because I'm the one who created it, that's why I'm the owner. Okay? And once you say only you and owner, but it cannot allow you, it cannot be only you because you don't own it. You understand? So, but you can protect it so that it's only you and the owner or the creator of the spreadsheet can edit. And then afterwards you say done. Is that clear?
Yes.
So after doing that, then look at it, a padlock sign will come. So that means this one, you can look at it, but you can never be able to, how to call it, do anything with it.
Sorry, can you repeat the protection?
I'll do that. I'll do that. I'll do that. So if you want to protect, you come here, click on this drop down here, you click, and then there will be a function that says protect sheet. Click protect sheet, and then you'll see this. Okay, make sure it's not on range, but it's on sheet. Okay, then you click on set permissions. Okay, once you say set permissions, let me just remove protection first, so that I can show you that's the way to remove protection. Okay, so right, so as you can see, it's not protected now. There's no padlock there. So you click here, you say protect sheet. Make sure it's on this sheet menu. Then you click on set permissions. And then there are two options. Show a warning when editing or restrict who can edit this range. In your own case, if I share this with you, it will say only you and spreadsheet owner. Okay, once you click this, that's what it will say. Then you select that and you say done. Okay, because I've not shared this with anybody, so that option is not coming here. Then you say done. Once you say done, then the padlock sign will come. Okay, so that's the way you do it. Okay, so I think that's where we're going to end. So I will definitely share this spreadsheet on the link right away. Okay, then I'll just copy this. This is your assignment. So assignment, I will say to be submitted. We submitted on, today is what? Today is the 23rd. It's going to be submitted before, latest 29th. Latest 29th October 2020. Okay, so that's it. So this is the assignment. I'm going to pop this up. So for those of you who want to attend the other classes, you can leave and go and attend. What I'm trying to do now is to put the assignment on the how to call it, on the WhatsApp group so that people can see. Okay, but I'll send everything else on your group. So I'll just copy this. Okay, so those that are staying, any questions?
Mister, why don't you share into the classroom, Google Classroom?
Okay, I'll share it on the Google Classroom as well.
Yes, Mr. Fo.
Yes.
Yeah, into Google Sheet, or if you have a laptop, can you do it on Microsoft Excel and share it?
No, I want you to do it on Google Sheet. I want you to learn Google Sheet. See, I want you to learn Google Sheet.
Okay. Thank you.
Most of you knows at least bits and pieces of Microsoft, but a lot of people don't know about the Google Sheet. So I want to introduce that to you. You'll see how beneficial it is. So that's it. So I've shared the assignment also here.
Sorry, Mr. Fofana.
Yes.
You said that the actual cost per unit, based on the question, like for the first one,
yes,
for Department X is 4 and 6.
Yes.
And for Department Y is 5 and 7.
5 and 7, exactly.
When you want to determine the actual total cost for Department, like for Department X, are you going to multiply 2,000 times?
It's not the actual total cost, it's the absorbed cost. You first find your OAR, which we have done. In order to absorb, is we take the rate and multiply by the actual activity level for each of them. And the actual activity level per unit we've been given, isn't it? So that's the 4 and the 6 for Department X, and then the 5 and the 7. So that's what you do if you're going to absorb. It's very, very simple. It's just like when you want to say we're going to share 1,000 bag of rice to villages in Yomi. Okay, so how are we going to share it? You're going to share it according to the number of population, isn't it? So if, let's say, Berending has got more population, the other villages don't have more population, but some have, how to call it, So what you do is you take your number of how to call it bags of rice that is available. Okay, you know that let's say the total is 10,000. You know that the number of people for each village, if you add all of them, let's say is 5,000. So if you divide 5,000, okay, by 10,000, that means your rate will be 2. Okay, so but if you want to share it to each of the villages, if you take, let's say Branding has got, let's say 2,000 people, so it's going to be 2,000 multiplied by that rate of 2. Do you understand?
Yes, I do.
Exactly. So it's the same way. I'm using Branding example because I saw you are Mane, so I think maybe the Manes are from from Yomi. Okay, so that's the way it goes. Please, I think we can end the class here to do justice to those who are attending the other class. So thank you so much for coming. We will meet next week, inshallah. But do your assignment. Okay, do your assignment. I will try to upload the videos, you know, to YouTube, and then I'll send you the link, and you can be able to watch them there. So thanks very much for coming. I hope you enjoyed the class. I hope you learned something new.
Oh, Mr. Fofana, how about for some of us who have been following you, how can we save this work? Because I already have it in my PC, so I want to save it.
No, this one, if I send you the link, once you are on, if you're having your UTG account, please, I would recommend you use your UTG account. You'll be able to get access to it immediately. Okay, so let me see. Okay. Let's take an example. For some of you that are on the PC, try and connect the link and then see what's going to happen. Let's just demonstrate it. For some of you that are having PCs or so at the moment, I send the link on your on the how to call it, on the WhatsApp group. So try to click the link and then see what's going to happen. Let's demonstrate it. Has anyone, did anyone, were you able to click the link? Were you?
Yeah, I did. I clicked the link
Excellent.
and it took me straight to your work.
Yes. Ibrahim Dabo is on. Look at it. Look at Ibrahim Dabo. I can see. Now I'm communicating with him. You know, Ibrahim, go and open the page that is, says assignment, and then you can be able to see it. Okay, so I'm seeing a couple of, excellent. This is it. Mohammed Sow is with me. Ibrahim Dabo is here. Rabia Tuba is here, and Nyanya Sanya. So let me see the share. What have you got there? Wow, they're not seeing. Can any one of you,
Mr. Sofana,
type something?
Okay.
Can you try to type something? Can you try to type? Open the assignment page and then try to type something.
Mister, it is written there, I mean, view only.
Yeah, view only. Exactly.
Mr. Fofana, please. I'm
The same view only, yeah?
viewing right now, but I'm not able to edit it.
You're not able to edit it. Okay, let me see. 1 second, I just see. Right. Okay, so you are able to view only, but you cannot edit it. Okay, let me just look at them. Right. Because if you click on here, okay, right. What I'm going to do is, where is your assignment? Don't worry, 1 second. 1 second, we will all be fine. Right, where am I? Okay, I'm just trying to add it from here. I want to use all your emails, the ones that have registered. Right, let me just check 1 second. Okay, let me just see 1 second. File.
Mr. Fofana.
Good. So now I'm sending to all of you. You should be able to.
Mr. Fowler.
Yes.
Okay. For me today, I couldn't register for the class, but as you said, I should send it in the group.
Yes.
Yes. Thank you, sir.
Okay. Okay, if you check your emails or you go to your Google Drive, for those of you that are here, now you can be able to see. See? Now I've made you editors. Can you check? Can you check? Now you can be able to type something. So let someone try and then type something on, let's say, on E2. Can you see?
Mr. Fofana, mine is still on view only, so I don't understand.
Yours is still on view only. Okay, give me your email. If it is on view only, I'll do it personal. Give me your email, your UTG email. Quickly.
Mine is OM.
RB 2182487.
Sorry?
RB 21824.
There you go, it's here. Okay, who again?
OM.
O?
M.
OM?
2181.
2181.
314.
OM 21?
813148.
OM 2181?
3148.
3148. Omar Mani, yes? Omar. Okay, that's Omar Mane, yeah?
Yes.
Okay, someone else?
NS.
MS?
NS.
MS, yes.
NS. N.
N, okay. NS.
217.
217. 22.
134.
134. Nima Suare, there you go. Who else?
NS.
MS.
21.
21.
82.
82.
Yes. 3038.
82.
3038.
Okay. 8230.
38.
3038.
Yes.
That's Mariam Asar, yeah?
Huh?
That Mariam
No,
Asar?
Nyanya. Nyanya.
Okay, maybe I got this spelling wrong. Say it again. N.
NS.
NS.
21.
21.
82.
82.
30.
30.
38.
38.
Yes.
Naya Sayan, correct? Okay. So I've sent it to you. Then you can be able to edit. So what you can do is for those that have not been added, you can in fact add them. So if you come in already, I'll show you how to do that. If you come in already, okay, please. You don't see my screen now. Let me just add that 1 second. Okay, so if you want to add someone, simply, can you see my screen now? You come to share. Once you say share, then type the person's email here, the UTG email, and say done, or and say send. Okay, once we say send, it's going to be shared and will be an editor. Look at it. All of these are editors. So like, for example.
Mr. Fofana, I'm still not able to edit. I don't know.
What's your name, you say? What's your name?
It's Rabia Tuba.
Rabia, you are already an editor. Look at it. You're already here. You have to refresh. Reload your Google Sheet. You are already an editor. Look at it here.
Maybe
Look at it. You
you
are
refresh and
already
wait.
an editor. You see, I can see Umar Mane here. Umar, you're already an editor. Can you type something here, Umar? Omar, are you?
Yes, I have sent it.